Hey, what's going on, guys? Joe with OMGRC here. So today, gonna go over this vehicle again just to let you guys know what is in it. So I'll go ahead and take the top off, take a look at what's underneath the hood of this thing. Also, just to kind of let you know, this is not stock, and that's why we'll be going over that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do, we'll call it a speed run, but we're gonna see how fast I can kind of get it up to. But here's the thing, these tires are not very good for that kind of stuff. So we'll see how far I can kind of push it, because I've run this car before and I don't know how well you can see it, but there's like right in that little pillar right here, well, it took a mailbox hit. And that was in one of my videos, and it took it well, and I pushed the body top back out and all is good, nothing broke. If you did see the video, it was just a phone that flew off, and it's going to be the same phone we're going to be running or using today, because we're going to beat that thing up even some more just to see how fast we can get this vehicle going again with those tires. Also, I'm going to do some jumps and stuff like that too, because I want to switch it up, not just kind of run it back and forth. It kind of gets a little boring, and we want to see what this thing can do a little bit. Maybe I can do some flips or what have you with it. So stay tuned. Let's check out what is underneath this thing right now. All right, so I've done a little bit of moving around, rearranging. Everything be stock on it would have been your electronic speed controller sitting here. There would have been the receiver here, and there was like a little black box that was here. I've taken all that out, obviously, and cleaned it up and moved the receiver up to the very front here, and just kind of used where the antenna, just kind of zip tied that to the front. That might not always be where it's going to be right now. Obviously this setup is not going to be good for any kind of in the water kind of deal, because everything's kind of exposed. But again, I don't know if the motor is going to be waterproof anyway. I know this electronic speed controller is not. That receiver exposed obviously will not be either. Anyway, as far as the gearing setup in here, some of you guys said that yours had like a 15-tooth pinion gear, whatever, and that's cool. I think I had, anyway, this is a 12-tooth that's in here. 12-tooth, 2000 kV Leopard motor. As far as the gear, the spur gear that's in there, it is it's a 49-tooth pinion gear. It is metal, so I've updated that. Instead of being the plastic one, I went ahead and upgraded it to the steel. Also, we'll be using these Gens Ace 5000 milliamps. These are 3S LiPos on a 50C discharge. So we'll go ahead and see what that can do. Like I said, we'll do some jumps. I may switch out the tires to another vehicle that I have, which is the BE6S. Anyway, the tires might be a little bit firmer. I'm going to probably say no, they're not. But they'll have a little bit more cushion, so when we're doing some jumps and stuff like that, that might help just a little bit on that one. But anyway, let's go ahead, stop talking, and let's get into some action here. Alright guys, so this thing's pretty much something, I think the rear diff is stripped on it. Watch, you can, or listen to it. Okay. Still going, but man, so I'm gonna bring it in and see if I can fix it, and then see if I can do some jumps with it anyhow. Okay, so I know the rear diff's already broken, but you know what? I'm just gonna bash it anyway. Whatever's broke is already broken, so. All right, so I figure, you know, it's making all that grinding noise and whatever, and I thought, well, maybe this rear dip. So I'm gonna leave this apart too, but I figured, well, maybe go ahead and check on this part of it. But as far as that area, it seems to be okay. No issues there, even if I just turn the gear. I'm gonna assume it's probably the center differential that took a crap on me. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and tear that apart and see what's up with that. Okay, so killed the center diff. You can see in there a little bit. You'll notice like here, not spinning, and there, not spinning. Yeah, she's dead. All right, so here's the center differential out of the shredder. Now, everything looked to be okay except for like these gears here. I've already torn it apart and I kind of did a video and then I kind of deleted it. But there's a little bit of wear that's happening on here and it's not making good contact. And when I put it all together, it slips. So there's something up with it. There's just enough clearance that it's allowing it to slip. Therefore, I'm going to go ahead and just scrap it. I do have another one that's here, but this is for Terremoto, but I'm just going to, this pretty much, I mean, I'll just tear some stuff out of that. You can see here some of the differences and whatever. I'm going to try to do that one. I don't know if those gears are any better or worse that are on the Terremoto, but yeah, well, I guess I'll find out here if stuff starts to break easier. All right, guys, I'm going to give you the damage report on this real quick. The front differential, it's damaged. It's even bent in here as well. I will zoom up on it so you guys can kind of see that too. You can see the drive shaft kind of up and down, up and down. I could kind of get it a little bit brighter in there, but anyway, you can see it wobbling. All right, so yeah, the front's damaged as well. Center differential we already know about, and then the rear, well, it's not bad at all. Honestly, it's the best out of the bunch. It makes kind of like a little bit of noise. I'd almost kind of consider that being just the way it probably was from factory, to be honest with you. I already tore it all apart and it looked perfectly clean, no issues, no grinds, no chips or anything like that in any of the differential itself. So I'd say that's pretty good to go. All right, let me give you my take on this vehicle. As far as my take on it, I'm going to go back to the old 4S system. They get a little bit more juice to it, but that means I got to get different batteries because I only have 20C batteries right now because they came from other vehicles. Anyway, I do like the vehicle. I don't know if I really like it as the speed that it's at. I like that extra power, but the problem is that I'm looking at this vehicle and expecting it to be this vehicle that at a different price point. It's like way up here. So I think that's where I'm going to leave it. So if you are new here, consider subscribing. Also check out OMGRC.com. But until next time, this is Joe with OMGRC. You guys take care. Give me your thoughts on this thing. I appreciate it. Later.